Hello and welcome back to Pokemon FireRed Nuzlocke. It's me, Phoenix Diluted, and where we last left off, we resurrected the dead. And what I mean by that is we just caught another Pidgey because it was the only thing we could feasibly catch, because we already caught everything from up there, so we might as well, you know, get Pokemon that we lost. So, I think he's like one level away from evolving, if I'm not too mistaken. So, we might just have a little grindy session on our hands right here, just to get him up a single level. There's a ton of Oddish here, and they give some good experience, so it shouldn't take too long to get him up one level. Oh. Let's see. In the meantime, I guess I can talk about how my first week of college has been. It finished. Dang. Let's see. How do I put this into words? It was interesting to say the least. I'm only taking 3 classes because I can coast on 3 classes to graduate, and I have 2 contact classes and 1 fully online. My calculus class is with the same professor I've had since first coming here, so it's pretty. I already know how she is. It's pretty easy so far, pretty good. My federal government is a bit more interesting because that's my fully online class. My history last semester was real easy. I could just go through that without a problem, but this one seems to be a little bit more involved, which, you know, I wouldn't say is bad, but you know, I'm a biomedical engineer. I don't need federal government in my life. I don't need it for me to have to be writing like a whole bunch of persuasive essays. It's just it's my least strongest area is essays in general. So that class might be a pain. And my most interesting so far is General Chemistry 2. That one's the most interesting. What happens for my schedule, I get up early in the morning and then I head over to a satellite campus for my calculus. And then as soon as that's done, I head all the way over to almost into Houston. It's like it's the college where all the Houston kids go to, pretty much. And I go all the way to there, and I wait there for 6 hours before I can take my class. Now you might be wondering, why did you pick a class that, you know, you have to wait 6 hours to take? It was the best General Chemistry 2 I could find. And also I figured that, hey, you know, like, I can... Oh! Wait! Oh, it's Clay! Oh! I wasn't even paying attention. Look at him. Oh, he's becoming stronger than Carrie could have ever been. Oh, yes. He's a strong boy. Let's look at them stats real quick before I continue on with my story. Still a lax nature, which I don't know. I really need like a sheet up here so I can see. His attack is 32, which it's stronger than Stuart. And I've had Stuart since the beginning. Other than a no-pig, obviously, Play is my strongest, and probably my fastest, 34. Oh, nope, that's Stuart. It's actually tied with a no-pig as well. Well, no-pig is really never meant to, you know, be taking hits, I guess. A no-pig is always a glass cannon. Speedy and does a lot of damage, but can really only be used strategically. Alright, where was I? Alright, my General Chemistry 2 is interesting. So like I said, I wait for 6 hours, and then, so, my first day, I'm waiting on Monday, and then like, you know, it's starting to get close to my class time, so I pack up and I start heading to my class, and I get there like 5:50, my class starts at 6 o'clock. there's a whole bunch of students waiting outside as well, so I'm like, okay, so this is definitely my class. And like 6 o'clock rolls around and no professor. But right at that time, a student is just like, are you guys waiting for this guy's class? And we're just like, yeah. He's like, oh, he just emailed saying he's not gonna come. What? Like, what? Are you joking? I've been waiting here for 6 hours for you, and I pull up my school email because I looked at it, and it turned out he emailed us 5 minutes before class was going to start, saying that he wasn't gonna come. I'm like, are you joking? That's a joke. Oh, I'm like, that's so dumb. But you know, whatever. I don't have to go to class, I guess. So Wednesday rolls around when I had to go back up to university, and we're waiting outside this class, and oh, there's the fishing rod guy. So I'm waiting outside class, and I'm having a conversation with these students. I'm like, so like, because apparently they've taken him before. I overheard. I'm like, so what's he like? And he's like, oh, he's late a lot. I'm like, oh, that's great. Like, yeah, apparently it's normal for him to be sometimes like 30 minutes late to his class. What am I doing? Right. I guess I need to go down. Because I don't have cut yet. I'm like 90% sure I don't have cut. If I did, I don't even remember getting it. No, I don't have it. Okay. But yeah, apparently, like, it's normal for him to be late. He's Italian, so that he reminds me of like a stereotypical like Italian guy, where he's like he's carefree but energetic, you know. So okay, I guess I can just go onto the boat, the furry con boat. Yeah, I have my ticket. I can technically get an encounter here if I had a better rod, but I might as well. I can only get Magikarp with this rod, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I can only get Magikarp. Yeah, so there we go. If I had a better rod, then maybe. Ow, ow! Let me through. There we go. Alright, yeah, I'll get challenged. These should be pretty easy. So, yeah, and then, it seemed, but the class itself, he was very scatterbrained during his explanations. He'd be like, there's a lot of bonus points that you can get in the class, but, he didn't explain very well on how to get, like, how the bonus points are exactly laid out. So maybe it lays it out better in the syllabus, but I doubt it. For you to take tests, you need to bring an online test that you took at home, and you also need to bring like some worksheets that you also did at home for you to have to take the exam, which I can see where you're coming from for that. Be like, hey, you know, make them do the work so they can take the test. But I don't think that's a good system. Me personally. Because it's like, oh man, like, at least from my perspective, some people would just be lazy and not do it. From my perspective, it's like, oh man, I had obligations from my work and stuff. And I couldn't do it. So not only are you you're not getting a grade. Oh, use the rest stop. Not getting a good grade from the work that you missed, you also get a 0 on the exam. So that's kind of like a scary thought, I guess. And it's also like he explained what you need to bring so bad that it could be like, oh, it's the first exam. Here's the stuff that I need to bring. It's like, oh, you're missing something. It's just, you know, it was very scatterbrained, but the work itself seems, I guess, easy enough. It's not like Chemistry 1 where you just learn everything. It's more focused, but obviously that means like the 2 crits. Wow. That means the work is more involved. But I can handle that. And apparently a lot of the online work, it appears, is repetitive. For instance, the work that he wants us to bring in, it's like, it's a randomly generated question, but only the numbers are randomly generated, not the question itself. So I can handle that. So I can do that, and then generate it again, and then just do it again. Ah, poison. It happens. Every time. Okay. It's fine. You're fine, Clay. You're fine. If there's another Pokemon, you might not be fine. Okay. God, he gives so much money. There might be a Pokeball in here. I'll have to check, but right now I need to heal. There we go. But yeah, it's just very, very scatterbrained. And I hate to say stereotypes, but you're almost a stereotypical like Italian guy. What about you? I'm not your waiter. Jeez. Thanks for assuming. There's the waiter. Ah, the less strong silent type. You want a battle? Do you want a battle? I wish I had a Wigglytuff. They're neat. Oh, that's a lot of people. Alright. But other than that, oh, the campus that I went to, the one that's near Houston, it's huge. It's so big. Like, I went to another one for an engineering course. That Nidoran is level 21. I went to another one for an engineering course, but it's fully online. I only had to go to the campus once just for some software that I needed on their computers. But, like, I thought that campus was huge. But the one near Houston is ginormous. They have parking garages for their students. And they have, like, they have 3 main buildings, followed by, like, a whole bunch of just, like, more specialized buildings, like energy manufacturing and stuff like that. Like, and these are, like, 7-floor buildings. 7 to 8-floor buildings. Like, they're huge. I was so intimidated when I first drove in there. I'm like, where am I supposed to park? But, you know, like, if you just have to focus, I guess. That's really just about it. You just gotta go in the parking garage and then walk across the sky bridge, and all the main buildings are connected to each other. So it's not too difficult to have to remember where they go. They have a decent food court in that one too, I would say. It's the campus that I mainly go to doesn't even have a I guess you could say a food court. The food that they sell is mainly like Chick-fil-A sandwiches. They outsource their food, but this one they actually like make food. It's nothing gourmet or nothing, honestly, but it's more decent than you would get at a high school. It's a very, very big college. It's a bit intimidating, but that was it. And for college, it's really just about it. Just like how this episode is it, because you guys are gonna have to see me next time on Pokemon FireRed Nuzlocke.